So I've been playing Hearthstone for a long time. It's been about half of my life. And as we can see from my oldest card back, this was August 2014. Now, August 2014 was the first month that I actually won the card back from ranked play. I think I was playing for a month or two before that. But August, September, November, December, and then October is here. I've been playing Hearthstone since the start. And what got me into Hearthstone is this guy, David Brown TV. He was, you know, like your typical YouTube channel in 2014, 2013 era. But what I knew him for was Minecraft Pixelmon and Hearthstone. And he brought in this game on his channel called Hearthstone. And he was playing Hunter. And I was like, damn, that's a really cool looking game. So once the closed beta ended and it was like open to the public, I made an account and I started playing. Skip ahead a few years, I wanted to be just like him, so I started to make my own Hearthstone videos. Now, a lot of them are deleted now, but there is at least one remnant of this era. This is from 2017, me showing off a mid-range Hunter deck that I built and would climb quite a bit with. That 2017 deck was not my first Hunter deck. I actually made my own Hunter deck when I first started, and I called it Blue Arrow. And this was my take on a mid-range Hunter with a little bit of aggro to beat all the other classic decks. And this is pretty much the deck in its entirety. There's only one change, and that's Argent Commander and Acolyte of Pain. In the original deck, I had Leroy instead of Argent Commander, and then also Tundra Rhino instead of Acolyte. But as I was playing it, a few times these last couple days, and I swapped Tundra for Acolyte of Pain, and then I also just don't have Leroy crafted. I am broke. So I kind of just wanted to take this deck for a spin and just see how it goes. So we're gonna take a flash from the past and play my first deck ever in 2025. So here we go. All right, so we got a Hunter v Hunter matchup. Let's see what we got here. And this is pretty good. Hunter's Mark is some good reaction to what they play. I actually don't know what Hunter plays in Wild nowadays, so you can already kind of see the power level of the cards. It's a lot different between some of my stuff and some of their early game. From when I was playing it, I climbed from rank 10 to rank 5 in bronze, and I don't have any like bonus stars because I don't really play ranked anymore. But surprisingly, Black Knight was a lot better than I was expecting. It did allow me to win a couple of games just by getting rid of a big taunt that they put down. Oh, draw 3 beasts. Now, if you're curious, this deck has gone through numerous iterations in my lifetime. It did end up culminating into that 2017 mid-range deck that I showed on my channel. And yeah, there's been many iterations. It went from this version, and then Naxxramas came out, and I put in the Undertaker package with some of the Death Rattles like Haunted Creeper and Mad Scientist. Blackrock wasn't free to players. Like, none of it was free, so I actually never ended up using any of it in the deck. And then it went through a couple iterations in some of like Gadget Sand, things like that. And then it kind of became more mid-range as time went on. If they don't have any health buffs, they're kind of what they expect, man. That's crazy. So they've got their own secret that's from the deck. I'm gonna assume it's explosive. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go. Oh, we suffer. Nice. We'll put out the freezing because if they run their Leok into Huffer, then it gets bounced back, and it's a 5-mana 2/4, so it's kind of useless at this point. They have a random beast and then some of their mulligan cards. So what kind of suck here is like a rush. But it looks like they're just going to be pointing face. So I think we're both just playing just aggro. And they're actually doing quite a bit of damage. But that gets bounced back, and that's kind of nice. I'm at 7. I'm at 5. I'm at 5 with the hero power. They use double kill command. We've got 7, 7, 9, 7, 9, 11. So I guess we just keep pushing, and we put up a taunt. So one of us will win this turn. I guess we'll find out who. We're looking at that random beast, which kind of gives me hope that their hand isn't anything special. I mean, they spent 1 mana to get a random beast. Unless they already have lethal and they're just playing with me. I couldn't see them winning here. Yeah. Damn, we beat this. We beat this Face Hunter deck. Let's go. Alright, I guess I'll see you in game 2. Druid. Okay, this is probably going to be a loss if it's against Druid. They're going to do some random shenanigans and we're going to get owned. Let's just full mulligan and try and get something better. So far, I've been pretty favorable against priests. So I guess we'll see what we're looking for here. I'm mainly looking for Black Knight here, actually. In, I think, all of my games against Priest, I've been able to draw Black Knight early, and then they would place, like, a taunt, and then I could just kill it for some good, like, reverse tempo. Also, I think this should go without being said. Don't play this deck. Don't build this deck and then play it on the ladder. You're not going to win that many games. Like, trust me, there's better Hunter decks out there to play in Wild than my 2014 deck. And we got another Renethal. We already have a high main. I don't imagine they're going to be playing a bunch of tokens, so let's take the Deadly Shot. It's also the only one in the deck. Oh, it's Obelisk. Restore 15 health. So we're going to probably lose this because they're just going to be restoring health the entire time. And there was only so much damage that we can output with this deck. Let's get Huffer. Got Misha. I am not going to attack with my Blood Mage because that would just give them a free health. Because it seems like they don't have much to do with their turns right now. I think now is where we can start to go in. Because at some point we've got to push damage. And we have 7 available to us, so... yeah, they're still just restoring. I have other tools, so I'm gonna trade it to see if we can get something better. Second Animal Companion would be nice here. Eagle Horn's also pretty good. So is Kill Command, actually. But Kill Command is equal damage to Eagle Horn over 2 turns. So I'm gonna go with the bow. Push another 8 damage. I mean, if they weren't Renethal, they'd be at 17 health right now. And I think 17 health against an Obelisk is pretty solid. But we don't have Black Knight anymore to deal with their Obsidian dude. But we do have Deadly Shot and a Hunter's Mark and a Freezing already propped up. So the Leafs gives us some protection against their stuff. And we get to jam a Savannah on 6, which always feels awesome. This card is so cool, man. Oh. Minions, I mean, there's 1, 2. No! My own Black Knight. Come on, man. No, my own Black Knight. That was the best he could have gotten. I was just saying that there's like 4 useless cards, but he got the best one. Oh, well, he's got to do something about the Savannah because that is 7 damage. That's going to be... Alright, well, he just stopped my draw and my tutus. Coin Hero Power feels good. They definitely have a bunch of late game tools here. I'm gonna put this up so it feels like it's another freezing. So they might be less inclined to put like a rush minion out on board. I don't want to play the buzzard because if I can get a beast or something and get an extra draw, it'd be pretty good. But so far we have lethal. If they were to just end their turn right now, we have lethal, which is kind of crazy. But I think they're gonna be pulling out some shenanigans here, or maybe they just win AFK. That also worked with me. Okay, that doesn't feel good. But not the worst, to be honest. I don't think that explosive was ever going to proc. So, I mean, there's quite a few cards in our deck that can make us win right now. $10, 11 plus 4 is 50. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Keep in mind, this would be Leroy, so we would have had +2, +4 extra damage. So if they healed up a little bit more, if this was Leroy, it would have done even more. But we just beat it. Activate the Alva's Priest. That was awesome. Holy crap. Alright. I think the last thing I want to do before we end this Splash in the Past is see what this deck would look like if we made it using all the cards at my disposal. I think first, let's get rid of some of the bad cards that I don't think would make it. I don't think, even though Argent Commander just won us the game, I'm going to get rid of Argent. I'm going to get rid of Houndmaster. I'm going to get rid of... This is tough. Like, I think this is insane. I think we can get rid of Arcane Shot. Let's put in Stinger to tutor our traps. Actually, do I have Scientist? I do. Let's do double Scientist because we already have the Tremors on one. I think we can get rid of the Buzzard package and the multi-shot. And maybe one high main so that we can make this a little bit more early game, mid game focused. I want to keep the OGs like King Crush and Black Knight and Thalnos because I think they're just like that cool. It's tough because there's a lot of really good cards nowadays. Like, I'm not sure what I want to include. Maybe some more like tutoring. Draw a 1-cost spell. I mean, we do have quite a bit of those, so I think like that would be good. What is Hunter's Imbue? Give a random beast in your hand +1 attack. It costs 1 less. What if we make this an Imbue deck? I mean, I only have so many Imbue cards. We also only have so many beasts. Oh, I do want to put in Kodobane. We have a 1-cost, a 2-cost, and a few 3-costs. Cornelius wouldn't be bad. We could put in this guy. This guy, and then also that Griffin that draws the spell. Or draws the rush. Maybe get rid of Scavengers because we're going to have a lot more beasts. Alright, let's see how this does in like a game or two and see if it feels better than the 2014 deck. Alright, we're against a Paladin. We can get rid of these two because we have other ways of drawing. The Ram, Explosive, unless if it's odd Paladin, I want to keep Explosive. Since we're keeping Explosive, I think we can get rid of Barak. Black Knight, I want to keep just because he's cool, but I think we should get rid of him. Yeah, let's do that. Griffin, Scientist, and Freezing. Okay. Let's see if they're Baku. Yeah, so they are odd, but they're also Malkazar and Renathal. All right, this dude is pulling out the shenanigans. Let's coin out the Scientist. We'll put up the Explosive and trade the Scientist. Works with me. Now we can trade pretty nicely into that 4-2, unless they trade into it, which they're not. Nice. I think this is pretty tough. On one hand, I want to freezing and trade so that we get the explosive. On the other hand, I want to Eagle Horn trade this so that we can get another secret in play. The other part of me wants to Griffin and trade so that we can get the battle ram set up. And I think that's what I'm going to go with. And we get to keep the scientist around for another turn so we can set up with the Eagle Horn bow. It was kind of a shame that we drew both traps, but I mean, it's fine. Let's see here. Misha would be good here. Tracking. I'd want a tracking for like Tremor or Explosive off the top so that I can just jam it and not have to worry. I can also just ram kill one of the recruits. They have less to do with that, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. It feels bad, but it kind of helps me set up for another Griffin play, so I don't mind it completely. Like Quartermaster here only it hits one. Okay, they are gonna double trade. This gives me a freezing, so that gives me some protection against like a rush or a charge minion. I mean, that's kind of awesome. I would like an explosive, but because it would only proc after the freezing, I think this is my best bet. So let's tracking, see what we get. Ooh, I think tracker, probably. So next turn we can get a 1-cost spell. Let's just put that down. Obviously, I'm hindsight 2020 while we're going against an odd paladin, but I think more AoE would have helped. What the hell is that? That's crazy. That being frozen trapped, freezing trapped is pretty good. This is just in their deck. That's crazy. I wish this had taunt. I thought it did for a second so I could Black Knight it. But let's tutor a spell. You get Hunter's Mark. I think I just gotta trade this. Let's companion, get Hupper. Okay, Misha, not bad. And let's hear about it. They don't know that I have Black Knight, so I don't want to trade it quite yet. Because I want them to place a taunt and invest resources into it so I can just it. Oh, Jesus Christ. This goddamn clown fiesta. What just happened? Double the stats of all elemental. What is it? What just happened? Do I have lethal? 16, 19, 21, 24. I don't. So we've got a... After your opponent plays a minion, give it reborn. So that's actually really good for this. We can double play this and kind of just clear their board. I think first we're going to go with getting rid of this dude. And this dude. Let's see where we can value trade. We can value trade this. We can value trade that. Leave that and then just go face. This shuffles Horseman into their deck, so it kind of messes with their game plan. So yeah, let's do that. That was crazy. Prison of Yogg-Saron is definitely not ideal for me because it is just such clown fiesta. I don't have any elementals, so that's kind of a shame. We do get a free poison. That's not bad. With King Crush at 5 mana, Nitro Boost poison, kind of sick. So let's tracking. Kodobane is pretty good here. It gets us a bunch of resources. Yeah, let's go with that. Of course, I draw the Agony. So we're going to get a 2-cost, a 3-cost, and then a random card that I draw. Scientist. We do get Explosive. I think we'll just play it. That Prison of Yogg-Saron is scaring me because it can pretty much just do anything. Freezing that is... Oh, no, it's Explosive. Never mind. What? I think that dies before they get to attack with it. Oh, please help me, God. Jesus Christ. Okay, it wasn't, like, terrible. Okay, some, like, Defile shenanigans going on. Okay. How do we kill this? We kill it with probably Eaglehorn or Huffer. Oh, man, what is happening? Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's just do that and that. And then hit that. I don't really want to play this because it can draw me the Agony and then I just take a bunch of damage. See what I mean? They're gonna spend 7 mana to get a minion with Taunt and Divine Shield, and then we're just gonna Black Knight it. I mean, that was their whole turn. It's awesome. Watch this. It's sick. Okay, always Huffer. That's good for us. I mean, they're definitely gonna proc the freezing, so we'll keep the weapon. They know it's freezing, so that's fine. It's their last use of Yogg-Saron. What the hell? Okay. That's crazy. At least they're getting bounced back, so... Or one of them gets bounced back. We have 2 draws with our Blood Mage. Oh, Jesus.
Very clever.
No, I thought it was Deadly Shot. Man, come on. Okay. If this wasn't there, we have 7, 15, 17, 19, 20. We would have had exact lethal. Damn, that sucks. Not getting the Deadly Shot. Deadly Shot would have at least make it a 50-50. Man, we drew Agony all 3 times. Oh, I guess that could have made us get the Deadly Shot. But yeah, all right, let's just show our hand. Damn, that was so close, man. I mean, hey, the deck didn't feel bad. It was able to deal with quite a lot from their deck. I mean, they just had like they had a bunch of stuff, man. But I think this is a faithful adaptation of my original 2014 deck. All right, so if you're curious, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I went 9 and 6 with my 2014 deck in 2025. So that's a 60% win rate. I mean, that's not bad. I kind of feel good about that. But again, do not play this deck. You will not climb very far with it. But this was a fun experiment, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.